serious?
Hi there guys, welcome to the Traxxas channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. And a couple of weeks, well maybe just over a week ago, I showed you this here car. This is of course the Traxxas slash two-wheel drive, and it's the cheapest slash I could, well there would probably have been even cheaper slashes. But the cheapest one I would want to part with my money for. It's a second-hand slash, again two-wheel drive, brushed. Yeah, so also maybe a little slowish. I will do, just like I mentioned in my previous video, I will do a short video on the why that I bought me this Traxxas slash slow version. However, as a lot of my viewers will be maybe new to RC cars, my channel is mostly about things that fly, drones, airplanes and such. I wanted to show you what you get for your money if you buy a new one of these. So, there you go. One box with a brand new slash. And one thing of note, before I begin, if you are new to this Traxxas slash is one of the most popular, most sold RC cars. And that's for a good reason. They are nice cars. They are definitely nice cars to begin with. However, if you are over say 8, maybe 10 or much older like I am, I wouldn't suggest buying this version, not the brushed version. It's a nice car, and with it being slower you won't break it as much, but it's not as much fun. You might get bored with it and you might think, well, RC cars, that's no fun. Again, I'd suggest getting at least the brushless version and maybe even the 4x4. But then it's not the cheapest car anymore, but it's a lot more fun. Just so you know, right? I bought me the two-wheel drive brushed versions for a specific reason, which I will get into later, for which I will need your help actually. So again, more on that in a later video. So hopefully you'll be able to see that. 30 miles an hour, that's almost 50 kilometers an hour. Again, it's not a super duper fast car. It is complete. I think the only thing you will need is 4 AA's for the radio. You get a running battery and even a charger, a very basic charger of course. And I've got the red version here. Not that I don't like this version, I very much like that version, but I wanted different cars. It is also available in blue, white and black. Of course the rest of the car is the same, but the body shell will have a different color. Here you see a glimpse of the blue one, and on the other side of the box there's even a black one. Yeah, my favorite color is black, but I was a bit worried that the windows would, look like one part with the rest of the shell. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I bought me this one again in a regular shop, of course. These aren't sold by Banggood and others. Toprc in the Netherlands, and I'll have a link to this car in the description down below. What did I pay? Yeah, 360 euros. I didn't get a discount, I'm not sponsored, but yeah, okay, that's where I got this car from, and it was delivered in 2 days, so fine. What more can I tell you about this box? Yeah, there are some specs, but you can see them on the website as well. It should come with a manual, again with a battery and charger and a radio of course, and all the electronics in the car should already be there, and some tools. That's what we should get. So, without further ado, let's open up this box, and okay, like so, probably. Yeah. Okay, so that was one thing that was missing on my second-hand car, a box with nice box art. And if you ever want to sell on a car, keep the box. That'll make it more valuable. A little more valuable. Okay, we got one red car, and I already took a peek. I must say, that the car looks, the red color looks a little different than on the box. This looks more vibrant. I won't say it's ugly, not at all, but okay, let's take off the protective plastic. Of course, nice that they wrap it in plastic. Oh, it's a little bit better. It does look nice. Yeah, definitely does look nice. Now, without the plastic it looks more like the box actually. Okie dokie. Yeah, good looking car. Nice. Okay, what else is in the box? Yeah. We've got the TQI radio, very basic radio, and I will actually be replacing this radio. I won't be running the car with this radio. It works, but it's very basic and I have a better radio, right? Again, if you are new to RC cars, this doesn't work. It's a reasonable radio. Very basic but reasonable. Now let's actually have a close look at this care package, if you will, because that's new to me. I didn't get this with my second-hand car. So, okay, you got some shock collars or shock spacers to change the ride height on this car. It is, yeah, this is a two-wheel drive brushed car, but even the brushless car comes with the same shocks. I think very basic shocks. They do work well, but they aren't threaded, so you need spacers to change the ride height. Just so you know, that's something well of interest, of course, with this unboxing. Okay, we've got a very basic charger, but the nice thing is, hopefully you'll be able to see that, it has a plug, a 12-volt plug for your car. So on the road you can charge your battery with this. Again, very basic charger, but the nice thing is that you can use it on the road. Definitely a nice feature. You got a phone block, which is a spacer block for your LiPo if you are using, or LiPo battery, if you are using a shorter battery. This, oh, and it has double sticky tape to stick it down. Okay, we got pinion and spur gear, and probably for lower or higher speeds. I'm assuming that these aren't spares, but changed, different parts. If you want to change the speed of the car, I will probably not, but maybe we'll try it. Okay, and we've got a tool set, Allen key, and a wheel nut driver, and another hex key over here. Okay, so a very basic tool set, but everything you should need to work on the car. We've got a set of washers, and those are to protect the body of the car. Those go underneath the car around the body posts. And we've got a couple of spare body clips, 3, 4. Okay, and some double sticky tape, which I'm not sure what it's for, but okay, so it's nice to get these as spares, and definitely those washers to protect the body. Those will help, and I'll put those on for sure. We've got some stickers, which are obviously always appreciated. There's actually surprisingly no Traxxas sticker at all yet on the car, so I'll use these on the car. And we've got a warranty letter, okido, and we've got, oh, more spacers, oh, bigger spacers for the shocks. Okay, very nice. And we've got some promotional material from Traxxas probably, but also the manual. Yeah, a manual, nicely colored manual, which you might be accustomed to from Traxxas. These are nice manuals. And more manual, what is this? Okay, a lot of text. Okay, and oh, this is promotional material from Traxxas. Okay, so that's what you get. Let's have a look at the inners of our car. Okay, and by the way, if you want to have a look at how these cars, what these cars run like, I'll have a link in the upper right corner, like over there somewhere, to my running video of the second-hand version, which runs fine. You'll have a good indication of what that drives like. By the way, that second-hand one didn't come with the preload shock spacers either, so there was actually quite a lot missing on that second-hand version. Okay, so you got a body shell which is obviously pre-painted, and the nice thing about this version is that it has a actual plastic grill insert. Most of the slashes just have a Lexan body shell. This one also has mirrors, some scale parts, and it is a different model from all the other Traxxas slashes, which is why this one costs more than the other slashes. This is, well, of the two-wheel drive versions, this is the most expensive one. Strangely, this body isn't available in the 4x4 versions, while still it's the nicest, in my humble opinion, version of the slash. Definitely the best looking one. Oh, and this air vent, air intake for the interior, this probably, or is this an air exit? Not sure, but this is also plastic, a plastic scale part. And also this bumper on the Ford version of the slash is different. It's wider actually, yeah. Okay, let's take that body off. Again, after taking out 4 body clips, you can lift off the body. And as this is a completely new car, we've got all kinds of warnings, stickers and such, yeah. Okie dokie. Gone. And another one, and another one. Probably telling you your house is gonna catch on fire the first time you run the car. Okay, let's see. This car is completely waterproof, which is definitely one of the pros of a lot of Traxxas cars. A lot of the Chinese cars these days are also waterproof, I should say, but to what extent, I'm not sure. Okay, we've got a battery, but it's not a LiPo, it's a nickel metal hydride, which I will not be using. Yeah, I'm not sure. These are maybe nice for scale boats. Yeah, if you are also into boats, you can definitely use these as a running battery. Or use them as a boat anchor. Yeah, it's a 7-cell, as you can see. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7-cell, which makes this a 7 or 8, 7.2 volt, 8 volt battery pack. Yeah, okay, so this would work, and it's not a fast car anyway. It might not be bad, but I will be running this car on LiPos. In fact, I'll be using these here LiPos, brand new LiPos to me, CNA gel. And if you are not into drones, this brand might be new to you. This brand is not new to me at all. And again, if you are into drones, this brand will be familiar to you. I run a lot of my drones on their LiPos, not these, of course. These are specifically for cars, 2S LiPos, but yeah, these will perform. I have no doubts about that. This is a 5600 mAh 2S 120C battery. Yeah, and again, I have no doubts about these batteries at all. And, well, fits easily, of course. Yeah, the running video of my used slash was also on these LiPos, just so you know. I'll have a link to these LiPos in the description down below. It won't be an affiliate link. I won't be making any money off that, but just in case you want to know. So we've got a waterproof servo over here. They're 9 kilogram servo, I think. Yeah, it's been around for years. It's reasonable, and as this is not the fastest car around, brushed, and also two-wheel drive, so the front wheels aren't driven. This servo will do just fine. Yeah, you can upgrade it with maybe a faster servo, but it'll be fine. Over here we've got a waterproof receiver box with a receiver already in it, of course. Yeah, TQI receiver. Over here we've got an XL5 brushed speed controller, which has also been around for maybe even decades. Yeah, for a long time. I have used these on boats actually, and they work fine. Yeah. So I will be trying this car with bigger wheels, so we'll see how fine it will be then, coming up. But yeah, nothing out of the ordinary, and it's a basic brushed ESC with, of course, Traxxas connector on it. Yeah, so that means that for this LiPo I will probably have to replace this battery connector to a Dean's or an XC60. Yeah, that's possible, of course. Okay, and at the rear over here we've got a Titan 12-turn brushed motor. A non-rebuildable can, right? Exactly what you'd expect from a ready-to-run car. And also on this Ford version, the Ford Raptor versions, the chassis is black. Looks a lot better. On all other versions of the Traxxas, this is grey. Yeah, just so you know, this to me looks a lot better. My favorite color is black. So, okay, so I noticed that at the rear, maybe you'll be able to see that, it has already a couple of preload shock adapters or rings on the shocks. At the front, not. So yeah, you have more of those than what I showed you from that packaging. Yeah, so those are already in place. Apparently Traxxas thinks that it should be preloaded at the rear. And yeah, what more can I tell you? Yeah, these tires, I will predominantly be running this car on road. Yeah, and these tires, these are mixed surface tires, I'd say. Usable for any kind of surface, but not optimal for any. That's the way it goes, right? But to me, they feel fine. And even that second-hand version with worn tires drove brilliantly, basically on tarmac. So yeah, no issues there. And let's have a look at the bottom of this chassis. Over here you can see where that servo ends up. It's upside down, and I assume that's because of the steering geometry. This way everything runs straight. This steering link, for instance, which makes the geometry true and straight. Yeah, okay, so what more can I tell you? I know from experience that the plastics used for these bumpers, for instance, is great. Again, this is not the fastest car, so I'm assuming it'll last. Yeah, you can get upgrades for these and the arms, the suspension arms and such. You can get upgrades for a lot of the parts of these cars, especially because this is, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, the most popular RC car around. Yeah, that therefore there's a lot of aftermarket support for this. So guys, that was a quick unboxing of the Traxxas / two-wheel drive brushed. In case, again, you are new to RC or maybe new to RC cars. And I'll do at least one more video about these cars in which I explain why I have a Traxxas / two-wheel drive. Not just one, but even two by now. If you are left with questions, hit me up a comment down below. Catch you on the next video. Bye bye.